Hey, siete, seis, uno, no, cinco, cuatro, tres, two, one,
uno,
zero. Hey, we live in real time, baby. What's going on? You already know who it is. Hey, we got the main man with the game plan, and I got Tech Bongo right here with me, dog. Yeah, man.
Good to see you, dog.
Good to see you too, man. You know what I'm saying? We got babyface Dr. Poole in the
building. Yeah. Oh, I missed the reunion on this one, man. I should be there with you guys, man.
Oh man, we wish you was here, bro.
Yeah, and you can't forget the lady of the show.
Of course, B.O.B.
Well, they just forget Bobby.
Oh, never.
And y'all tuned in to episode 59, right? Episode 59 of Technically Speaking. We're giving you news
that you can use.
Hey, they was on system now.
Hey, they're like queens. You know what I'm saying?
That's what's up, man. Yeah, man. So, yeah, anyone that's tuned in, if y'all might be seeing something a little different than what you're used to, because I'm actually in LA right now.
LA,
in the building. Lamert Park to be exact.
You know what I'm saying? In the Crenshaw district, they call it the district.
The district. Hey man, the Crenshaw Mall look a little different than what I'm used to seeing it though.
Oh yeah, they selling it, bro.
Oh dang.
Yeah,
dang.
They selling it. There's a lot of changes happening in the community, bro. But you know, one thing for certain, two things for sure, change is inevitable.
It's so
inevitable.
Yeah, man. So now I came out here, man. I think I talked about on the show, man. We lost my little brother, so we had a service out here, man. And Donald came through and represented, man. Said some kind words for the family.
Yes, he did.
Corey held it down. Some of the other bros and stuff from Gardena. Beta Phi Psi came through.
You know what I'm saying? And Sister Sigma out beside Janelle came through as well, you know.
So shout out, man. Appreciate everyone that came through.
And
helping get through this time, man. So it's definitely a family affair. And I'm gonna get some good food at Bobby's house when I get back to San Antonio.
Mm-hmm.
She was just talking about function, but yeah, man, we here to make it do what it do, man. We got some stuff to talk about.
Yeah, look,
I'm in an old house here at the Airbnb, so we don't have the right plug for Corey's laptop, so we're gonna have to get to it.
We're gonna be putting that thing, literally. But in today's news, first and foremost, I don't know if you guys know. If you guys haven't been tuned in, Malcolm Jamal Warner, aka Theo, has passed away.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy, man. That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? R.I.P. to Malcolm Jamal Warner's family.
Do they know what it was?
What happened is he was on a family trip and he drowned accidentally.
What?
So, you know, I mean, I think, you know, when I look at it like this, people who normally know how to swim, they don't usually take floaters and stuff like that. And he's probably done this several times before.
Yeah.
It's not nothing new because it's a family trip going out to Costa Rica. Unfortunately, this situation, and it kind of put things on a somber note this morning when I got it. But I totally understand, you know what I'm saying? One thing's for certain, two things for sure. You know, love your people while they're here.
Nah, for real.
You know what I'm saying?
For real.
And I just wanted to say, you know I put this at the bottom of the agenda, but I figure, you know what I'm saying? Why not just go ahead? Because Theo, he was more than just an actor, right? I call him Theo. Not Jamal Warner.
Every time I saw him, I called him Theo. He was even in the newer show, wasn't he?
Yes, he was.
And I still call him Theo for that show.
You know what I'm saying? That's when the character sticks with you, right?
Yeah.
So he was not just an actor. He was also a producer. He produced music videos. Mm-hmm. Guess what?
What? Which one?
Any Heartbreak by New Edition. She got to get going on. Yeah, the one that had Bobby Brown and Johnny Gill in it.
Damn.
Wow.
So he did a couple other music videos for some British artists. And then he also was a poet. And then in 1992, he was director of a movie that talked to the young people about AIDS. So Yeah, he was very active.
He was doing his thing.
And his thespian is what they call it, career. That's the professional term for acting.
Thespian.
Yeah.
He didn't great.
But
nah, rest in peace to him, man. He was young though, man. How old was he?
55. He would have been 55 on August 18th.
That's crazy.
Yes.
Hey man, let that be a lesson, like for real. I don't care how good of a swimmer you are, man. I don't know, was it out? Well, I'm assuming it was in the ocean or something.
I'm assuming so, because you know what I'm saying.
It's probably jellyfish, man. Oh, he probably got stung by a jellyfish and then just like maybe body went into paralysis.
That happened to
one of the guys, the nature guy. Like about
That was a stingray. Stabbed him in the heart or something like that.
It was a stingray, yeah. Well, and that was like so unfortunate because they're typically not dangerous. It's just that he got stabbed in the heart. You can tell that's.
Steve Irwin.
You think maybe he was drinking? Maybe Theo was drinking. He was a little too intoxicated.
I don't know. I don't want to wish him bad things.
Nah.
It's fresh, and you know, it's like one thing. Like I said, you don't want to have anything you don't want to assume anything bad, right? It's already bad enough.
It's bad enough, man.
You know
Yeah, good point.
Shouts out to his family. Much love, healing energy, because my family going through that too. So,
yeah, man.
Yeah.
A lot of healing energy, man.
Yeah.
A lot of healing energy.
Nah, I was gonna say, man, I don't care. You go on vacation, take them down floaties, man. It ain't about being cool, man. I know everybody trying to look good for the camera, but nah, man, wear those flotation devices.
Exactly.
You never know.
Yeah.
You never know. No, man. What else we got to talk about?
What we talking about? Yeah, how we opening this thing up? You know what I'm saying? It's at the top. What we got? You got this how the Power Stick recall can affect you. Yeah, there's a Power Stick deodorant recall. And it's over 67,000 Power Sticks, like the deodorant that's been recalled. The problem is there's no rhyme or reason why it was recalled. They didn't say it had multiple lead in it. They didn't say that it was like it has gonorrhea or something.
Gonorrhea what?
But for some reason, they recalled 67.
Out of all the options out there, this dude ran with
You chose an STD, man.
Pause. You know what I'm saying?
Bad call, Corey.
But yeah, so I was like,
so you got to deodorize your private region, is what they're saying. Deodorizing their private regions.
Yeah, hey, you never know, but you know, I figured that could be some news that you can use because of the fact that if there's any type of recall of something that I probably buy on a consistent basis, I would need to know.
Nah, for real, hey, be safe out there. That's why, man, I'm old school, baby.
You don't use deodorant?
No, I use deodorant, but I'm old school, man. I still rock the Old Spice. I can't be walking around smelling like onions now. Nah, man. Hell nah.
I use the green.
It's not recalled from every store. It's only recalled from like 3 major stores, though, I think, and they're like lower end stores.
Yeah, Walmart, Amazon, and what's the other one?
Target.
No, I don't think it's Target. I know it's Walmart, Amazon, but it's another store.
But they didn't announce why they recalled.
They didn't. Yeah, like
that's kind of fishy to me. Hey, I need my resident conspiracy theorists to like let me know what's up.
Yeah.
Oh, it's probably aluminum. The aluminum was probably too thick, and it wasn't able to get through those little holes. You know, when you try and roll it up and stuff like that. I bet you that's what it is.
It couldn't get through the holes. Oh. We gonna have a camera just for the pause.
A compilation of pause moments. Nah, good point.
Yes, I am an aluminum conspiracist. Aluminum will kill you.
Yeah,
that's gonna have to be a show.
That's a real thing.
Yeah. Say what, Bobby?
That's a real thing.
Really?
It is.
Aluminum being bad for you, but it's inside of our deodorant.
It's in everything, man. It's in everything.
It's
crazy. I started reading labels. God, I'm a freaking label reader now, man.
Hey, see, that's why I called on the resident conspiracy theorists. They know what's up. That's why I was like, hey, let me know. So
yeah, please let me know.
What else?
It ain't a theory when it's true.
What'd you say, Bobby?
It ain't a theory when it's true.
Well, let us know some other things that has aluminum in, Bobby, that we know we shouldn't go.
Or food.
Okay.
Like what? I mean, I'm like this.
If you think about,
Avoid it.
You know what I'm saying?
if you think about like your fresh vegetables that come from larger farms, it's sprayed with pesticides. Aluminum is used to take out small rodents. You would think that the food being sprayed with pesticides
Oh, wow.
could have
Has to do with
particles
cloud
of
seeding too.
aluminum.
A lot of the chemicals in the cloud seeding is aluminum.
Okay.
The aluminum dioxide.
Now, I don't know the scientific term for it, but they're polluting our skies with aluminum. And so when it rains, it's collecting that aluminum and it's raining aluminum down on us now too. Oh, y'all ain't ready for that shit though.
I wasn't ready for that. I mean, it makes sense though. Mic drop.
I love it.
Nah, hey, that makes a lot of sense then. Like, nah, for
Hey,
real. That's crazy,
Corey,
man.
tell us what's going on. What do you think about this whole kiss cam at the Coldplay concert?
Hey, they got him.
They got him. The dude got himself out in public, man. What do you
Dude,
That was
expect?
crazy.
If they wouldn't have acted the way that they did, maybe a bunch of people wouldn't have known to be like, wait, who are these people?
Yeah. No. Wait a minute. Hold on. The guy from Coldplay said, "Hey, maybe they have an affair."
Yeah, he called him out.
The internet. Everybody was like, "Well, who are these people, bruh? Technology is too swift. Too swift.
It moves too fast."
Man, the CEO had already resigned. Like, as of what day was it?
Yeah, yesterday, day before.
Yeah. And then a lot of companies started coming up and start implementing policies that, you know what I'm saying, you can't date in the workforce. But I'm like, if you at your job 12 hours of the day, 5 days of the week, you ain't really got time to go nowhere.
Good point.
You feel what I'm saying?
Good point. I was always taught, man, you're not supposed to shit where you eat, though.
Yeah.
Nah.
Mm-hmm. I heard today that the wife actually knew about it.
What you say, Bob?
That it was like a setup. You know what I mean? Like there's always different assumptions flowing around, but the one that I got today was a friend of mine was like she was doing some research on it and she said that the wife knew about it. And that was one way to call him out without her being public about it. They outed themselves by the way they acted.
Oh wow.
Huh.
I don't want to be shallow, but that lady wasn't even pretty.
You and a coworker.
Hey, you know what? That would be a hell of a setup, because then all the while he's not wise up to the fact that she probably know. Man, it's, you know what's crazy though? Like, there's too much technology to be trying to think you're getting away with shit these days. Man.
Yeah.
There's cameras everywhere.
Just know you're not getting, it's not happening.
Dude, this people got cameras in their glasses now.
Yeah. Like, they have them smart, what is it called? Metacams or metaphones?
Yeah. Like, I don't go in public. Like, you should not be. One, don't go in public. If you're gonna do the dirt, don't go in public. And then you give in public displays of affection.
If they acted like nothing was wrong, then no, that'd have just been a normal kiss cam that you've seen.
Yeah.
But, you know what I'm saying?
I read one of.
Realize on the camera, keep her hair right there so you can't see no faces.
But no, I'm gonna tell you right now.
I read one of the funniest comments though on one of the reels about that whole issue. They did a screenshot of the guy's face. They were like, the face you make the moment you went from being a billionaire to a millionaire.
Oh,
it's gonna cost them.
Wifey getting half. I'm
gonna tell you right now.
Wifey getting half. She gonna be just fine.
Billionaires got bigger problems than this kiss cam. Trust you me. Has anybody ever heard of the company, the astronomer?
A company?
Yeah.
No, I never heard of that.
That's where he worked at.
Ah.
So now everybody's Googling the astronomer. They just took his stake in his company up. Yeah, he resigned, but I mean, it's not like he got fired, like where they gonna take his pension. He probably still got that shit.
Good point.
And number two, let's just be honest. You know what I'm saying? She comes from money. She comes the woman Who he got caught?
The side chick.
The side
Side
chick.
chick. Okay.
Side chick, she come from London, and she just had a divorce 2 years ago, and that wasn't her last husband before then. So it's like this month.
Yeah.
This month.
Yeah.
They will be just fine.
They gonna be alright.
In a month, ain't nobody even gonna remember this, and there's gonna be different news.
Gmo said it one time on the show. Them rich people problems.
I was thinking
Look, rich people problems. Yep.
Like, I mean, he can afford to lose half of $1 billion and still be all right. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Still 500 million.
I'm not trying to lose half of 1,000.
I'm not trying to lose half of nothing. If I see a quarter on the ground, 18 cents of it is mine.
Nah, you gotta be smarter than that. Then you take them to a sports game. That's stupid. That's stupid. You getting way too bold, man.
Yeah, I mean, I can say this. They've been doing this for a while. You saw how he was hugged?
Yeah.
He had his hand on her breast. He was like, you know what I'm saying? Milk mama. That's his milk mama.
The milk.
he had to, and then she's gonna be like, oh no.
Sorry.
All right, so I got a serious question for you, Bobby. Serious question for you. If you was the wife in that situation, do you think you can ever forgive him and take him back?
You know what? Going back to those rich people problems, chances are this ain't even the first, and it ain't gonna be the last.
It's just
embarrassing. You know what? That I said it earlier. I know it sounds shallow, but that lady wasn't even like pretty. Like I was like, wait a second, what does his wife look like? I saw a couple of photos of what his wife looked like.
Was that a yes or a no? If you was in that situation, you was the rich wife, rich husband, would you be able to forgive him and take him back?
No, because he'd do it again, and he knows he could do it again, and he knows he could get away with it.
So you would just take your half of the fortune?
Hell yeah.
Yes.
Go find me somebody young and brown that puts it down.
Ooh,
ain't even worry about him.
Brown that puts it down.
I ain't even worried about it.
Hey, yo, that's the tag.
Don't judge me.
Hey, so for the wife, that CEO,
don't judge me.
Say what?
I don't date white men. I do not date white men. I've never dated a white man. That's just not my thing, not my preference. You know what I mean? We all got our preferences. I can go take a white ass on somewhere else. I know that sounds racist. That's not what I mean by that, but bye.
I'm not.
Bye, Frank.
No, holla. Hey.
Not bye, Felicia. Bye, Frank.
Now you was on to something. You were on to something as far as like her not like being attractive at all. To finish that thought.
I saw a picture of what his wife looked like. However, I will say, when I went to the comments, all the men were saying the same exact thing, which it ain't even about looks. He goes, that HR lady was holding it down in places the wife wasn't. And regardless of how she looked to any of us, to him it was something different because she may be doing all sorts of spicy things that wifey was not. That don't make it better.
Yeah, most likely that's really how it goes down. I mean, and then I remember back when back in my young airman days when I first came in the military, coming from LA, and like, you know, the way I was raised, we only wanted hot chicks. Like if you wasn't hot at a certain standard, we didn't pay you no attention, right, Donald? And I remember
he said, right, Donald? Donald's like, yeah.
Donald,
accurate. It's an accurate statement.
You gotta at least be a 9.5 or better. But when I got to my first base, there was an older tech sergeant. He was getting ready to retire, and he sat me down and was like, "Look, man, every woman you get doesn't have to be like a beauty queen."
Right.
At the time, I was an electrician. He was like, "Think about it. What you think they make light switches for? They all look the same in the dark. They all look the same in the dark."
Yep.
Yeah.
No, but you know what? Real talk. You can have women that physically look like a 9.5, and mentally they're like a 2. Ain't doing shit with their life. Ain't got no education, no vision, no goals. No. You go from being
304s.
you go from being a 9.5 to a 3.5 really quickly.
Or a star. Remember that? Remember that when we was calling them stars?
Or a Danielle. Y'all know what a Danielle is?
I'm not familiar with the Danielle.
Y'all don't know who a Danielle? Let me give it to you. I used to know this girl by the name of Danielle. Body of a goddess,
Face from hell.
She wasn't the average. She had the bomb, and she liked gobbling and swallowing.
That's what it was. She got the bomb. She was gobbling and swallowing, and wifey wasn't doing all of that. So now
that's what I'm saying. All the men in the chat, all the men in the comments were saying the same thing, and I'm just there kind of smirking, and all of them were like, "Yeah, I know what she was doing, and I know what the other one wasn't doing." Like real quickly, everybody was at it. Just for the record, that don't justify a damn thing.
No, it doesn't.
Okay?
I'm not.
It don't justify nothing, but it's like a group consensus over the internet, and that was the group consensus. So.
I concur. I have to concur with that. It's just that he probably, I think from his perspective, he probably was someone who's unsatisfied in a relationship, but wasn't trying to lose that half.
Yeah.
But he's still gonna lose that half.
So he might as well just.
Yeah, they should have owned it, right? Put his hand up and be like, yeah.
Right? Just own it. Just own it.
You already know your life is ruined. Might as well make
man.
it.
Speaking of lady, man, we're going to switch to this next topic, man. But in this case, we're going to talk about the fat lady, man. And the next topic is called It Ain't Over to the Fat Lady Streams. Not sings, but streams. What's that about, man?
So you guys know most movies in the theater, when they don't go well, they go straight to like streaming platforms. Like if that movie is not a hit,
right here,
they're like, okay, yeah, I went for the popcorn and the matinee. So Anthony Mackie, the new Captain America, the former winner, what was it? He was the guy with the wings before.
Falcon?
Yeah, so he was in a new movie that back in 2024, and it didn't do so well in the movie theaters. But here lately, it's been doing well, actually, in streaming platforms. So the budget for the movie was $13 million. He only made $3.8 million, so he was in a deficit. So the streaming, I believe, Amazon picked it up, and now that's the number 3 movie being streamed now. So you know,
what's the name of the movie?
It is on air.
Is it that?
It's like the new Captain America. He takes on the role.
It's a new Captain America movie,
right? Yeah, he
it's
takes on the role of Captain
Reborn,
America. Fights against the Red Hulk. I haven't seen it, but I saw the previews.
What was the name of it?
I don't know the name of it, but he's a new Captain America.
I'm looking.
Nah,
it's
like Captain America Reborn.
Nah, it's a sci-fi movie.
Brave New World, or
that's the newest one. That was the Captain America joint.
Yeah,
that one was cool. I liked it. I watched it a couple of times.
But here's the thing with it.
Oh, he made a newer movie since the new Captain America?
No, this came out in 2024. So that Captain came out this past February. But what I'm saying is don't give up hope on the movies that come out because of the fact that it didn't do good in the beginning. But once it hit streaming, and I believe
here's the deal. That's why I started watching it, because I got the Disney Plus with the Max and the Hulu bundle package. So anything that Disney releases gets put out on their streaming service like a month later. So that's how I watched it.
The movie's called Elevation.
I think I've seen that.
Hey,
I almost watched the Snow White movie too, just because it's on there. But I'm like, nah, I'm not watching the damn Snow White movie.
You know what, Anthony? What movie Anthony Mackie made his debut in? I knew I recognized his face from somewhere.
Thurgood Marshall?
Nah.
8 Mile.
8 Mile.
Eminem.
Yeah, he was Papa Doc. No, he was Papa Doc.
Oh, he was Papa Doc.
Well, hey, you guys, did you guys ever hear the interview that he gave when he was promoting the movie? And he was like kind of talking down about the Captain America role. And then like he kind of pulled back a little bit towards the end because he realized that he was kind of talking down about America and the Captain America role that he has taken over. which is the reason why they believe it bombed, was because he went on one of those publicity tours to promote the movie. But he wasn't promoting it in a positive way. He was bringing in the fact that America is not as great as what we perceive ourselves to be, and put a negative light on Captain America role, and they lost a lot of support. That was the main reason
I'm
why.
looking at some other countries, and I'm extremely grateful I woke up in the United States of America.
Yeah, he was doing a tour in
know.
England to promote the movie. I remember it. It was like a few months ago. I remember the
England.
backlash.
Last I checked, we won against them in 1776.
I don't think he was talking about the fact that America. He wasn't talking. He wasn't trash talking. He was bringing up.
Did you hear it? Did you listen to it for yourself?
I did listen to the interview. I listened to one of them because it was actually on People Magazine. And I saw the article. We can pull it up. Matter of fact, let's pull up the article for the next show so we can revisit. Because what I don't want to do is anybody, you know what I'm saying, that we get information about. We want to be very, very much so clear. It
was right there.
That light. Damn, I just charged. I
think we're still good though.
Yeah, that's just the light.
Oh, the sun is shifting, huh?
Say what?
Looks like the sun is shifting.
We lost one of our lights.
Yeah. But anyway, the movie was the movie we were talking about as far as on this stream. It was Elevation.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to think I don't know if Hey, he got some dope movies though, man.
Yeah.
I just saw one. There was a holiday movie he was in. And like some chick stole his weed, and like throughout the whole movie, he's chasing this chick down, trying to get his weed back.
It was like a Christmas movie?
It was like a Christmas movie. It was him and Seth Rogen. I don't know the name of it. But
of course it's Seth Rogen.
Say what?
I said, of course it was Seth Rogen.
Yeah, I love Seth Rogen. If it's weed involved, Seth Rogen's gonna be in it. But
like Pineapple Express, that movie.
But Pineapple Express?
Hilarious. So finish your thought, man, as far as like you were gonna ask a question about the streaming.
What do you guys feel about when movies go straight to streaming from movie theaters because they do so well? Do you still go and watch the movie in the theater when it's already out streaming so you can have that theater effect? Or you just say, hey, I just go ahead and do like Donald said, just jump on Disney and watch it?
There's some movies that are meant to be watched in the theaters, and there are just some you can just wait till they go onto a streaming platform.
Fair.
And that's not a dig against the people making the movie, but more so, being able to afford that movie ticket, what that movie night even looks like compared to heading over to the dollar store, grabbing a couple of boxes of popcorn and some candy and making your own deal there at home.
Nah, the point. Yeah, like you said, it depends. What about you, Donald?
I'm waiting for streaming service 95% of the time. I mean, because you're right, they get released to streaming services so quickly. Like legit, any Marvel movie that's coming out, you can find on Disney Plus a month later. A lot of these other movies, like that movie Sinners that you guys were talking about, right? Like it got released in the Amazon like a month ago. So I bought it because you said that it was a good movie, right? So I bought it on Amazon for like $20, and 2 days later it was on Hulu. And I'm like, so I spent $20 on this movie, and now it's on Hulu for free. Well, not for free, but I already have Hulu, so it's like for free. I should have just waited a couple more days, and I wouldn't have had to pay anything but what my subscription service is. But if it's a really great movie, yeah, I'll go. I'm gonna go watch that Street Fighter movie in the theaters.
Oh yeah,
probably IMAX if I can.
Definitely. Yeah. It depends on the movie for me, man. Like you said, if it's something I'm like really bought in on, like anything Marvel, I gotta go. I'm going. I'm already
right. So I like the Marvel movies in the theater for sure. Yeah. I'm with you on that. Or even the one of the newer movies, Mufasa, off of Disney Plus, but that one went to streaming really quickly too.
It did. Yeah. It was a pretty good movie. That one I wasn't gonna watch in the movie theaters. I waited. But it was good.
I haven't watched it yet. I tried watching it. I fell asleep, but I fell asleep at home watching it with Disney Plus. It wasn't for me. I wasn't the target audience.
But you know what?
I
was reading an article that was talking about something like this, to where I think Disney was one of the main ones during the pandemic, they got the audience, us, the viewers, they got us so used to for stuff to come out on streaming platforms because they were just putting out so much content. So like, they kind of conditioned us to be like, I'll just wait for it to come on streaming.
Yeah, because and you know what it is? It's preference. Like we know any movie that Marvel come in, we want to be the first to see it. Why? We don't want to be scrolling on our like, oh shit, this happened.
Yeah.
No, we don't want that.
The spoiler alerts are real.
I personally, I hate to find out something on the phone that I know if I'm going to the movies and theaters to go see it. Now, Superman, I didn't go see it yet, and I'm going to go see it, but it ain't Marvel. Cause see, Marvel has a thing that all movies start doing. It's them damn after credits.
The extra credits, yeah.
Man, one time I almost pissed on myself because I wanted to see the after credits. I was like, wait a minute, they no after credits. So then I pulled out my phone and I was like, oh, there's after credits. So I was like, let me run to the bathroom real quick. I went to the bathroom, came back, credits still rolling. I was like, good. And then I didn't go to my seat. I was like, look, forget the seat. And then watch the after credits and I was like,
I feel that. That's almost happened to me a couple of times. Just trying to wait. I know it's gonna be an extra credit. I know it's gonna be an extra credit scene. I know it's gonna be something. And
but you still got like 10 minutes before that happens. Go take your butt to the bathroom.
True.
I'm right on back.
About that in the moment though.
Because what you also thinking about is I gotta watch this movie 2.5 hours again to see the last time, the last 7 minutes. I gotta pay. Now hell no, because you can't. YouTube now blocks you from spoilers. Anything that shows anything like after credit scenes within the first month or two, they automatically take that channel. Not take the channel down. They take the video down, giving them a strike. Because YouTube is working with the studios now in order to get certain things on. Like if you ever notice, you can rent movies from YouTube.
Oh yeah, I rent and I buy all my movies off of YouTube just because I want everything under one platform. Yeah. So I'm not going to Amazon Prime over here for this movie, YouTube over here, Apple over there. I get everything on YouTube. But yeah, man. I think we can. We're such a right now culture, man. Like we want everything right.
We got the
microwave culture.
Yeah. And that it's sad, but it's true.
And I think the millennials, I know we got a millennial moment later, but I think we kind of started that.
Yeah, we did. You know why?
Why is that?
Hot pockets. we were hungry. They're like, just throw your hot pocket in the microwave.
Or the pizza bites.
Yeah, pizza bites. 2 minutes looking at the microwave. Like, get away from the radiation. Okay.
Just watching it rotate.
Look down, go up. Look down. It's done. And it's not done. It doesn't beat. Yeah. But that's crazy. But what else is crazy is we're gonna switch it over to the VA side section, guys. Because this is very important. And although I'm not a veteran, but I think this is important for veterans of you guys, especially those who've served our country. They're proposing the rule to extend the VA caregiver support. And as a caregiver myself, because I'm a caregiver to my daughter, it is very important for programs like this to be extended because of the fact that you don't just take care of somebody, you build a relationship with that individual. Yeah. And I remember because my mom, she has a caregiver, and she relies a lot for that person to take her to doctor appointments, to make sure she get to the grocery store. And if thank God they're extending the program to 2028, because if they didn't, you would have a lot of veterans, even, stable veterans or mental, like those who suffer with mental illness, who can't go out in public by themselves without having any fear of the outside. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I'm glad they extended this program. What do you guys take on that? I want to hear from the veterans first, if possible.
I'm gonna let Bobby go first.
So extending the program right to the caregivers.
Yeah.
I mean, that's always a good thing. We all know, we all learn that everything we do is not a one-man band. Everything requires a team. Requires a team of folks, the people who are around you to support you. I'm glad to hear that they extended it to 2028. Hopefully, it can be longer than that, but at least it gives us a timeline and it gives us a 3-year extension for
Yeah.
those who those who need it. You know.
Yeah. And I'm hoping that that extension gives time for decision makers to come up with a newer long term solution for that, because we can't lose that, man. Like the veterans, man. Not even if I wasn't a veteran, I would still say, man, we got to take care of our vets.
Yeah,
you know,
they fought for this country, man.
a lot of sacrifices, man. A lot of sacrifices to protect this thing we like to call freedom. So you gotta, you know what I mean? That anything dealing with vets should never be on the table for any type of cuts, period. I don't care who's in office. I don't care who runs the house. None of that. That should be like maybe rule number 2 under protect the Constitution. You know what I mean? Protect the Constitution. Rule number 1. Rule number 2. Protect the vets. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like that's what I hope, man. I'm hoping that someone will speak up and be like, "Hey, this was just an extension so we can make something better."
Right.
So something better comes along.
That leave our veterans vulnerable like that, man.
Especially the fact that, you know, they served, they took bullets. They at a young age. Think about the vet. I know there have been servicemen and women who passed away before they turned 21 serving this country.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. This country, we always make cuts here and there, but they should never do it to our veterans.
Nope. And then, even if you're a veteran who never took a bullet, sacrifice comes in several different ways, right? I mean, we spend a lot of time in isolation just because of just like mission requirements. If you get deployed, go to training, you may have to be an augmentee for military police. Yeah. There's so many different ways you make sacrifices to where you don't get to be with your family, or even if you don't have your own family, maybe you got friends. You miss out on a lot, man. And that social disconnect, it can mess with you, man. Because we are tribal creatures, right? And so when someone volunteers to protect, our freedom, and they get cut off from being around the villages for certain mission requirements, man, it may affect you, man, and have long-term effects to where you may need to rely on a caregiver. Yeah. So, that's my hope. I really hope that what we have now is really going to give time to create something better to take care of our veterans, man. That's the only right answer,
Yeah. Anything
sacrifice doesn't always come in the form of somebody losing their life, but whenever you sacrifice the time, you'll never get that back. Missing kids' birthdays, missing your anniversaries, those important days, you'll never get that back. That's where that sacrifice really comes in, and it can lead up to, it could potentially be your life. But truthfully, we go places where I don't got cell phone service. I'm not able to contact my family, and Geronimo, I'm sure same thing you too. You're just doing stuff. You're traveling. You're mission focused, mission mindset. And you're just trying to get the job done.
Yep. Yeah, man. So that's what I'm hoping, man. That's what I'm hoping. So speaking of millennials, I had kind of dropped a little millennial thought earlier, but now it's time to go to our millennial moment right now, man. And right now we're talking about millennials in video games. Does gaming equal success? Get us started with that, Dr. Poole.
Yeah, actually, what got me thinking about this topic was when we were on last time and we were talking about the Street Fighter movie coming out, and we started reminiscing on the Street Fighter game and its big role in our young lives. And I was thinking about the millennials, and we were kind of like the test market for the progression of these video gaming systems. Like if you think back to it, like Gen X, they had the Coleco and the Atari. And I think they even made like Nintendo for Gen X, even though we were little kids when it came out, we got to play it. But everything from Nintendo to this new VR gaming, we were kind of the test market for, right? From the progression of Nintendo to Sega's to PlayStations now. And it really is an interesting era, you know? So I wanted to just see if there were ways where we can, you know, produce growth for this particular thing that can be a talent. A lot of people are making money in this through like online gaming.
Yeah.
And, you know, they're using this account called Twitch and they're building followers similar to podcasts like we're doing. And they're getting sponsors and they're getting paid. And in some cases, they get paid very well. And I also think of other games where they have in-game tournaments where you're allowed to participate. Like, for instance, I play NBA 2K games. And every year they have tournaments within NBA 2K where you can qualify to win like up to $1,000 to $100,000 for a cash prize if you win these tournaments.
Sign me up.
Yeah, so there are
Nice like that, Bobby.
so I, you know, like I look at Creative Native, for example. He's one of our viewers, and he does a Twitch, and he's always streaming his games, building content, and it's very entertaining. And if you get enough followers, you could sustain a certain amount of income from that. You know, that could definitely help. And just to try and give some insight to it, I got some information off the internet. For example, there are 3 big video game developers out there right now, pretty much. The first one is called Tencent, and they're the ones who are responsible for like all of your mobile gaming. So like almost any game that you have on your mobile device is connected through this company called Tencent. And then there's Sony Interactive, of course, that makes the PlayStation units, and Microsoft Gaming, which makes all of the computer gaming. So if you were a Gen Zer or primarily millennial, you know, these are particular markets and corporations that you could apply for to maybe even seek something that's more of a career as opposed to a hobby that pays. Because a lot of times I think with the gaming aspects of it, it's more of a hobby as opposed to a career. So if you can make some money on the side hustling in a video game you're already playing, why not? But there are tons of job opportunities within the gaming development market itself. And I wanted to just go over a few different things that are offered in the conglomeracy of video game industry. Some of these things are simple things like game designers. You know, they're looking for game designers that are responsible for overall game concepts and mechanics. There are level designers. There are narrative designers that craft a story and characters and dialogue. There are tons of engineering opportunities if you want to do auto engineering or programming. They have QA testers. They have animators that are specifically bringing the characters and objectives to life with the movement aspects. And then, of course, there are bigger roles like producers, project managers, marketing and PR reps. These are all viable jobs that are right in line with anybody who's already in love with video games and are thinking about maybe taking it to the next level. I would like to encourage all of you gamers out there, you know, maybe think of taking it to the next step and learning the industry itself. Learn how to program something or learn how to design a concept. If you're a creative writer, maybe you could write a script to a video game. I have a friend named Sterling Matthew. He's a musician, and he scored an entire theme song for a video game, and he made some pretty good money off of it. And all he had was his keyboard, and he just sat there for a couple of days and made an entire theme song, and he got paid for it.
Nice.
So for all my millennials out there, you know, if you're looking for some work, but you don't want to get your hands dirty, you know, you don't want to get calluses on your hands by putting in that hard labor work, and you want to just sit at home or in a nice air-controlled building, you know, for all your days, then get into video game development. It's good paying jobs, and it's fun. And that's your millennial moment. Game on. Any questions? What's up? You guys I don't think any of you guys are gamers, so this might not relate to any of y'all per se, but you know, if you were a Street Fighter guy, You were playing video games at some point. Street Fighter Girl, also, you know.
When I was younger, I played a lot of Halo on the Xbox. I like the first-person shooter games. Not
Yeah,
too
we
big
got
on
the.
Call of Duty, but I enjoyed playing the campaign on Halo.
Yeah, now with online gaming, it's so interactive. You get to actually have conversations and engage with strangers all across the world, all across the country. You know, you could. It's a great way to connect with people and collaborate if you're looking to like collaborate with someone who's doing social media stuff. You know,
Yeah.
this new age technology, but it's still same old gameplay. If you're good, people will watch you, and you can make money on that.
Yeah, I actually I have a cousin who went viral from playing on Twitch. This is my cousin. I'm gonna have him on the show sooner or later. He's no longer playing it because he went blind due to some medical issues. However, when you talk about gamer, he back when they used to do the Madden tournaments, he won a Madden tournament where they ended up hosting the Madden tournament at his house. I
Mhm.
never they came. It was EB Games at the time. They put the TVs in the living room. They had two TVs, and it was during the Super Bowl. So one TV we were watching the Super Bowl, the other TV we were watching them play Call of Duty, and then they
Yeah.
catered in and out. And then it was crazy. It was amazing. And then when the new season came, like the preseason, they gave them tickets to all the preseason games in Los Angeles. Wasn't what that it was when the Rams just came back.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
You know what I was thinking, Donald, when you was taking us down that the game related jobs out there. You took us down that journey. I had an epiphany. Bobby, we come from the DevSecOps world. Like
Right.
when he was describing it's just like that. They're software developers.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like when you were talking about the different roles that exist within game development, that's really all it is. It's a software developer. So I feel like any role that exists in your traditional developer DevSecOps, they exist there too. But you said it right. You got to have your project managers. Typically, in software development, is going to be some type of like agile project manager, Scrum, something along those lines, right? Like what we see in DoD development world, Bobby. Your product owners. You have the actual developers. And then typically in development, you'll have like the user experience people, where I'm thinking on the gaming side, that's going to be your artists and, the drawers, animators and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
I didn't think about that huge ecosystem
Yeah.
that exists.
Oh, you guys are
They do
cutting in
their
and out.
sprints, right, Bobby? I can imagine in the gaming world, they're doing sprints and storyboards and all the stuff that it takes just to develop regular software. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I never thought about it like that, dude. Like, so all those times we yell at the kids talking about this gaming stuff, and turn that damn game on. We may want to reanalyze that. You know what I mean? Like, now, good point, man. Because I mean, there's so many different. I feel like there's so many different options just within the world of gaming, man. Even if you don't, if you can't do it as a streamer, as a gamer, putting that game together, I think it opens up a lot of career opportunities, man. Good point.
Yeah. And you know what else? For those who are gaming, the most important thing that they're looking for is the same thing we're looking for, and that's likes, shares, and subscriptions. So folks, like this channel,
I like that.
subscribe to this channel, share this channel, so we can grow just like those great gamers in America. And all around the world, by the way. This is a universal thing. It's not just here in America. People love video games everywhere.
That's true. That's true. Damn good millennial moment, man.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Once we get off, I'm gonna go straight back to gaming.
We need to take another millennial moment just to adjust our volume. We're having a little bit of technical issues on technically speaking.
Yeah. But when we come back, we're gonna go to the parent topic.
We go He'll give us real quick intermission to fix this volume because we can kind of hear you, but not all the way. But I can tell Donald was saying like and subscribe. So that's what's up. Make sure you click that like button and that subscribe button. Let's make it happen. We're gonna get rid of that feedback too. So sorry about that, y'all.
We live, baby. We live.
Working it out. This technically speaking, IRL in real life.
In real life, hey, that's how you know we live, baby. How we looking on the sound?
How we looking on the sound, Bobby?
You guys are sounding good.
Good.
We may need to turn it up here. So
How are we? Can you guys hear us?
What happened to the volume on that one?
I'm not sure.
2 of them are muted. 2 mics are muted.
2 mics are muted.
Yeah, Corey,
the
Giovanni.
Yeah, the host.
And then Cam too.
How do we sound now? There's no echo, is it?
There's a little echo for sure.
Worse than what it was the whole show?
Yes.
All right. So I think we gotta turn this volume down real quick.
I can also hear myself in y'all's room.
Can we pause the stream?
I'm not sure we can. So, hey, we live, baby. We all the way live. We all the way live. We all the way live. That's how it is, man. It's just real deal spit right here. What? Is there a way to check the volume back on that one?
Yeah, I turned it all the way back
We
up.
live,
This all the way down.
So on technically speaking, we'd like to wish you and your family a very, very good summer. We'd like to hope that you guys stay safe.
In that the game, and they make money too.
You make
I tell
a
you
lot
what,
of
as we
Watch
get
the
this
little
volume
ones around the
situation
pool
fixed-
area.
Say what?
Oh man, pools. I heard this joke about a pool. There was this guy said something like you have the charisma of a kiddie pool or something like that, or the charisma depth of a kiddie pool.
Turn down the volume on this.
Dr. Poole, you want to hear my mom joke?
Sure.
Huh?
What is Forrest Gump's password?
I have no idea.
1 Forrest 1.
She's over there cracking jokes. I can hear that.
Oh, you heard that?
Yeah, I can hear you a little bit right here. They don't have no like let me see what we got. Let's see. No, we still got to work the volume out, people.
Dead air, people.
What about now? Can y'all hear us?
Yeah, we can hear you guys.
Well, I think it's not an issue of them hearing us, it's us hearing them.
Yeah. True that.
1 2 1 2.
Let me see. I wonder.
Because the volume is up on here.
Yo. Oh, yeah, that's gonna create the echo. All right. Echo. We don't want no echo.
Let's see. Gotta be something to talk about here. Maybe we could go into a little bit of the parenting topic while they're looking at their technical difficulty. It had to do with driving or something, right? I think. Bobby?
It does have to do with driving.
Let me see. It's muted here. It's muted there.
What do you think about teenagers being on the road? Oh, you know what?
Really?
I actually got a 2-part parenting topic. One of them that I was discussing off the show with somebody
Can y'all
else
hear us?
was yes,
Can you hear us?
yes, we can hear you.
Oh, that's good right there.
Okay,
That's good.
Let's run it.
Yeah, for us. No, we got you back. We had lost y'all.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But now we can hear you.
I can hear just fine. So, real quick, it's like a two-part parenting topic. The first part is when we talk about teen drivers, right? I think kind of going back and caveating off of what I've talked about previously, which was your kids being entitled to something of yours that you've paid for. what do you think about parents buying their kids their first car? Are they more likely to take care of it, or are they more likely to maybe let something happen to it, not purposely, but just maybe not be extra cautious in taking care of it because
That's a good
they didn't
question.
work for it, somebody else did.
You know what I look at it like this, Bobby?
What's that?
If because I got my first car because I really needed to get my car for my job.
Mhm.
So, be honest with you, if I got my car out of just getting it because I want it, I probably wouldn't have valued it as much. Because when I was catching the bus at 3:30 in the daytime to get to work and midnight to get home, I was like, I need to get a car. And then when I got my car, I was like, I'm never getting on a bus at midnight again because I got my car. I'm never gonna run out of gas because I don't want to be stuck without gas. Period.
Mhm.
And so I think for getting the kids a car, the best way to do is put them in a situation where you're going to drive them to get uncomfortable and make them be responsible. Because
Yeah.
if you give them something, like, think about it, like if you give them a room, right? They have their own room. They probably don't, like my kids, they take care of it. But if they didn't, if I wasn't on their butt about taking care of it, they probably wouldn't, the room probably wouldn't be straightened up.
Yeah. Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? And it's their
Yeah.
car. So it's another place where they're going to spend a lot of time in, that they have the freedom without eyes to do what they want to do in it.
Mhm.
They may just take their shirt off and leave it in the back seat, or they may just put stuff in there. The thing about it is, if it's a vehicle to help them get to a certain place, that's going to help them make some money, or help them to change their uncomfortable situation, they will value it a lot more.
Yeah. So
Say what?
I'm talking to my 16-year-old. She's showing me all these like cars and stuff that she likes, and I'm like, that's cute and everything, but let's talk about the reality of the situation. You ain't gonna get what you want when it comes to a vehicle. You know that cute little baby blue Volkswagen Beetle that you want so badly. That's just not how that works. You've got to be able to afford what you can afford, and
Yeah.
that may not be it.
Yup.
Be realistic in your expectations. Like, is this really, um, something that you can afford? It's okay to drive a beater. You should be able to take care of that, especially if you want more. Be responsible with what you're given if you expect more. But I think if we're just handing our kids a set of keys and be like, all right, here you go, they may be less likely to take care of it because they got somebody else in their corner who's going to help them take care of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So my answer to that question is it depends. Like how I feel about parents buying their teenagers cars, it depends. Because you say this all the time, Bobby. You know your kid, you know your child.
Yeah.
You know if that child is responsible or not.
Yeah.
Right?
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
now if the parents know for sure you did everything you could for that child to be responsible and they're showing characteristics of a responsible young person, I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
I'm okay with it as long as they're doing like something constructive. Maybe they're working, or maybe they're in sports or something like that. They have a destination, but if they're just doing it just to hang out with friends and stuff like that, dude, you setting them up for trouble, man. You setting them up for trouble because
Yeah.
we've all been teenagers. I was teenagers with these dudes right here. You know what I mean? Like,
No, for real. No.
Yeah, if you have an idle mind with a car, I'm not with that. I'm not with that. Yeah, there needs to be a destination. You using it to go to a job, you going to school, maybe you doing college prep, you playing sports, something like that. But if you're not doing nothing like that, nah, because you're just putting a lot
See,
of kids
that
on the streets.
Yeah.
that's totally different. Giving your kids a help up in life to be able for them to be successful and stuff, so they're not taking the bus, especially out where I live. Guess what? I'm in the country. There ain't no bus line out here.
Bus system, yeah.
There ain't
Yeah.
no bus. You know what I mean? Out to the highway is a whole 2.5 mile walk. You ain't gonna walk that one way. Not only that, but that's kind of dangerous too, where we're at. But
Right.
that that aside, like I understand, like if you know your kid, if your kid is responsible and you can trust them with the set of keys and say, hey, I'm gonna go over here. This is where you can find me, and then I'll be back home at this time. Maybe it would be a little bit different. But if you got somebody who's out there being sneaky, acting a fool, don't buy them a car. Let them walk. We call that the pata mobile. Let
Yeah.
their patas take them places.
The patas. Hey, hey, back in the
Pata
day, we used to
mobile.
call it lefty and right.
Yep. Old school used to call it Chevrolet. Chev one foot and lay the other.
Hey.
I was like, wait, what? Old head
That's
told me
funny.
that.
What's your take on that, Dr. Poole?
Well, I have a couple takes on it. I mean, one, I remember a friend, he had a car in high school and he was driving, it was like a green Nissan Maxima.
Mm.
And I remember he had his girlfriend in the front seat. I was in the back seat. I forget where we were coming from, but he passed the street and he got clipped. And I don't even think it was his fault, but he got clipped and we were teenagers. And so that was like my first accident. I wasn't even driving. I was a passenger as a teenager.
I remember
Somebody.
that. I remember that. I'm actually that guy with the car.
Damn, Emo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember that.
So I think that kids should get junker cars. I think that kids need to pay something for the car, get a job, and so that they could value what it is that they're earning. And I also think they should get junkers like we did.
Mhm.
There's no point in putting a kid behind the wheel of a car that costs more than $20,000 in my opinion. Like you're gonna get a very small beat up car, and we'll see how you do with that. Because having a car for a teenager can give them opportunities like going to work to pay off a car, or having activities and whatnot.
Mhm.
But at the same time, if you're just giving your kids stuff, what are they going to learn to value it? Especially if it's the nicest things that you could get. You get your kid a brand new Tesla truck, man. Are they
You
going
can
to really appreciate that? Like I don't think so. And
go to a mom and pop dealership, just like you said, Dr. Poole, and still get them a junker, but to where they still have to pay out of pocket for that. And this is not only teaching them accountability, but financial management and credit management, which would
Yeah.
probably be a whole different
Yeah.
topic. But learning
Yeah.
how to build your credit at the age of 17 or 18, let them run let them run their own um, little loan application. You be the sole owner, and you have to understand that this has got to get paid, because if you're not taking care of business, you don't get to have a roof over your head, and you don't get to drive a car, because those are all privileges.
Right.
Privileges of a working individual. You don't work, you don't eat.
I mean,
I didn't
that's
make
real.
the rules.
Definitely. Um, how do I got an idea. How do you guys feel about because you guys said having the kids get a junker car, right?
Mhm.
What about getting them a junker car before they're able to drive and have them fix it up? Because if they put the energy into repairing it to the point they can drive it, when they drive it, they probably will value it more because of the fact that they put work into it.
Mhm.
no, I think that's too much for a teenager. If they could, yeah, I think that might be too much for a teen.
I
Too
mean,
much responsibility.
I think that's situation dependent. If you have an adult, like say, grandpa's available, uncle's available, dad's available, and they want to get out there. And not saying that women can't do that. But that's not typically women's work. I could change oil in a tire, but you ain't gonna get me to clean out carburetors and pistons. You know what I mean? So
Right. What
if
I
you
gotta, I gotta answer
if you
that.
have somebody investing time into sitting with them and teaching them how to take care of the engine, that's totally different. I'm all about that, because then you're bringing in more life skills into their life and helping them be able to take care of their future vehicles.
right?
I'm
Showing them
all
how to
for that.
tire and stuff
Yeah.
like that.
So my question is depends, because what if that child knows early on that their career path that they want is to be a mechanic? In that scenario, I'm with it, because now, to your point, Bobby, you're teaching them some actual career skills, because it's okay if you want to be a mechanic. They
Right.
make good money, and that job ain't going away.
It's not.
Especially with the
Sure
big beautiful bill, it got rid of all of the EV mandates.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So the mechanic is gonna be here like for a long time. In that scenario, I would say yes. But let's say if that child is young and they're not really showing that they're mechanically inclined, maybe not the best idea, because it's a time commitment. There is a time commitment that kid's gonna have to make, to where maybe you may want to put that kid, they may be more savvy as a developer, and you may want to groom their development skills. You know what I'm saying? Like I just think it depends on what type of superpower is that kid showing, because you want to groom that. You know what I mean?
I get that, and let me play angel's advocate, right? So you said something real. You said something real key. You know what I'm saying? That's a commitment. Driving is a commitment.
It is.
It's not a privilege. It's a right. No, it's it's a right. But you got to earn that.
Well, it's a privilege.
It's a privilege.
It's a privilege.
It's a
not
privilege,
right.
not right. Yeah, you know, but you got to earn it.
Yeah. No.
I was like, it's a right? What?
Yeah.
No, it's a privilege. It's a privilege.
Definitely a privilege.
Yeah. We'll fix it in the edit. But what I'm saying is, what about the fact that if they go ahead and say, like, it's bonding time with the parent or the uncle or whoever, right? But they say, okay, well, this is how you change a tire. This is how you change the oil. When they get that car, they know there's things they have to do with it instead of just driving to a mechanic or taking it somewhere else. The reason why I say that is, even as a kid, when I was 13 and 14, anything I put something into it, I valued it more than something I just got. Like somebody gave me a bike. I can tell you how long I had that bike, 3 weeks. But I remember when there was a bike that I found that I put together, I cherished that bike. Changed the air in that bad boy a lot. And the reason being, because like you guys said, you spend time with it.
Yeah.
Time is more valuable than money in a lot of instances. And this is one of them. Because you can buy them a junker car. They may treat it like a junker car. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But if you buy them a junker car and say, okay, so all right, so the air conditioning don't work. You gotta roll down the windows and the brakes need to be fixed. Now you can either go get the brakes fixed or you can fix them yourself. But make them put some form of sacrifice into that vehicle, because of the fact that now they'll find the sense of ownership inside of it.
Yeah.
That's the reason why I say that, because I know there's I remember there's several kids during our prom, they crashed the car and just walked away and went to the after prom. Left the car on the side. I know the person personally.
Yeah.
Right? So it's the thing about it is, we have to I truly believe if you're gonna buy them a car, make sure that car can be worked on with them. It may not be a junker car, but it can't be something that they can just drive, because hell, they'll have so much fun they'll forget to put gas in it.
I see that. I see that point, and I there's different ways to look at it, right? Because again, that goes back to, if they're mechanically inclined, I'm with it, right? Especially if that's going to support like a career path, you give them career skills, but time is limited. Let's say maybe they do show better skills, like they're more savvy with like development. You can help them maybe go make some money as a developer young, and maybe they use the money they make as a developer to go get the car maintained. Because what you don't want to do is distract them from doing development work to do mechanic work, when they can probably be more successful, make some money as a developer, and then pay the other person that has the mechanical skills that could do it, and that actually work, in my opinion, works out better. I just think it depends. If that kid is good with their hands, and there's someone that's there that can cultivate that, then yeah. But let's say if a parent is more business savvy and they can kind of teach that kid how to do more business, I would think that it's better quality time for that parent to teach that kid business skills, and show that kid how to use those business skills to go do what you're saying. Just use the business skills, make the money, go pay someone that's good at it to do what they're good at doing. Different ways to skin, Let me not say that. Different ways to eat a Reese's.
Okay, I thought you were going to say skinny cat.
I was gonna say that. And I was like, I don't need Peter coming after us. What y'all think about that?
Dr. Poole?
Which part?
Eating
I'm
Reese's.
sorry.
How do you eat a Reese's?
Which part? About the parenting and all right. So check it out. I think that you're right. You should let the child embrace what their natural instincts are to go to. You know, I wouldn't force a kid to learn how to do car mechanics. If it were my child, it would be helpful if they wanted to learn. But like, nah, my important thing is making sure you know the laws and the rules of the road, and that I'm not going to be paying $300 to $400 a month for your car insurance because you got a brand new Tesla. You know, we're going to get you a Toyota 4-cylinder, probably maybe a 6-cylinder. You know, so you're not spending $100 on gas and you're not relying solely on electricity. And you're going to learn to value that vehicle. And if you and that will be your first step in life, you know. And it's up to the kid ultimately. I know if I had someone who had given me a car, I would have tried to take care of it the best I could. But looking at my life now, I still kind of push stuff off to the last minute. You know, I don't get an oil change every 3,000. It's like every 3,500 or so. You know, like.
I don't think. I think if you have an active.
Yeah, that's the millennial on us.
I think if you have
And you
like
got
an
to think
active
about the Gen
parent,
Zers. They're even lazier, man. Kids don't want to learn how to fix a car. They want to learn how to make videos about dancing, K-pop, you know?
True.
Which, I mean, it's possible to make money if
It's very possible.
It's possible, you know what I mean? So, what's your take on that, Bobby?
So I would like to hope that we could teach our children, you know, that the skills of what it takes to do basic maintenance on a vehicle. Doing an oil change is not necessarily rocket science. If they're not entirely sure, you can absolutely YouTube something. And mechanics that sit there and record with different camera angles exactly what they're doing underneath the car. Um, you know, and what oil to use, and you can go to AutoZone and have them help you pick out, you know, what it is that you need for your vehicle. I would hope that if my daughter, you know, whenever she starts driving, that my husband is going to be the one to be able to help her out with some of those basic functions. Because, I mean, oh, this sounds so like sexist the way I'm thinking about it in my head, but it's just not. It's not typical for women to do stuff under the hood, and it's not that we can't. Maybe it's just that nobody's taught us. Or we're under the assumption that because we're women, we're not going to learn like boys do. And I don't think I'm delivering this thought very well at all.
No,
But
it's all good. I see
I do want my girls to be independent young ladies, right? So and having just a basic skill set, basic knowledge of what it looks like every time you get your oil change, rotate your tires. What does a bad tire look like? What are some of the symptoms of your tires going bald and what that can mean for the longevity of your vehicle? Like just knowing some of those basic skills, I think is going to be way better than just you know, throwing them in a car and be like, well, good luck.
I noticed one thing because I go to the Valvoline to get the oil changed.
Mhm.
And there's a lot of girls. It's a lot of girls who are in the industry now of automotive care. Like every Valvoline I go to, they got 2 or 3 different women that are there, and they're not just doing the computer work; they're doing the oil
Yeah.
change. And I think that's great. You know, yeah, absolutely, it's good for men and even women to learn that car maintenance. But I'm not gonna be doing oil changes on my car. I'm not gonna do it.
Why
You know.
change oil? I still can, but it's too time consuming. Like I got too much.
Yeah, you got to dispose of it in a special way. You can't just throw it away, and it's just yeah. That's one of those things where I'm lazy about. Like I'm
Which is a
paying
good
for
thing.
gas.
That's good, but I'll let Corey share what he's gonna share. But I'm gonna explain why that laziness is good.
There's a phrase in the
It's almost
Bible.
$100 for oil changes now, though. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I said no. There's a phrase in the Bible that says, Render to what Caesar's is Caesar's. Render to what God is
Oh,
God.
God.
I ain't changing no damn oil, bro.
Nope.
I'm not changing no oil. That's one thing I always taught myself is to make sure I got money to make sure I can take care of shit.
Boom. Boom. So what was the second? You had a second part of the parenting topic, Bobby.
Yeah, so the first one was about giving our kids like should we give them like a beater car or a junker car, something just real basic. But the second one was knowing what purchasing options look like. So when they are ready to truly go out there and get themselves a little loan application going, what are purchasing options do they have? Um, Understanding that they have to keep their credit in good standing in order to be able to make those purchases, because when the time comes, you can't be fooling around not paying your bills on time, because when you're going to need, to have decent credit score, it ain't going to be there if you're not being accountable for the little things that you have.
Yeah. Well, one more time, it was them understanding like the payment options,
Purchasing options.
purchasing options.
Purchasing options. Yeah. Because with the internet, we got so much stuff. I bought the vehicle that I'm driving right now. I got it off of Facebook Marketplace, and wasn't a dealer. A mom and pop place, and they were willing to work with me and my little down payment, and we got into a monthly payment that I was comfortable with. Could I afford more? Yeah, but I was being cheap. I got what I got something to get me to back, to A and B that fits all the family, and I don't need something brand new. I just need something functional. And teaching them that's okay. Not everything has to look flashy. It's got to be functional. It's got to be economical. Is it going to be working with what you need it for? Nobody, you don't need to be looking
I'm just
cool and
trying to
cute.
connect. Sorry. So like, because the first question was, how do we feel about buying teenagers cars? The second part of the topic was, if you do feel okay buying them cars, make sure you're teaching the teens about their purchasing options. Is that
That is correct.
Okay. Sorry, I
Yep.
just want to understand that connect right there.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sorry if I wasn't connecting those correctly, but yes, that's what it is. So if you
Okay.
choose to,
No, I'm with you on that. I'm with you on
yeah,
that. Back to, do I feel comfortable buying a teenager car? And I think at that age, right, what's going to be probably like 15, 16, if you're making that decision, they should have already been going through their training on, hey, this is how you save money, this is how you be fiscally responsible, this is how you pay your bills, pay them on time, auto pay, all that stuff. So yes, definitely that, but maybe you get a bit more advanced training to your point, Bobby, on, hey, you can look at Craigslist, the mom and pop shops, the Facebook marketplaces, the CarMax, the local dealer, teaching them, maybe going deeper to teaching them about interest rates and making sure you got money stacked away for down payments and warranty plans, maintenance plans. You know what I mean? Like
high mileage vehicles versus low mileage vehicles.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And what that looks like. You're not going to go out and buy a vehicle that's 5 or 6 years old and it's already got 200,000 miles on it. No, well, there's no telling how long that's going to last you.
Well, hold on now, because there's maintenance plans and warranty plans. So I'm saying, so that I think this might be like a whole episode, because that's a whole different conversation. If you're teaching purchasing options, like for that example, it's like, hey, you're gonna get a good deal on something with 200,000 miles, but you can't buy warranty plans and maintenance plans so that if something breaks, you already paid for the maintenance plan and warranty plan. Take it back, it fixed. So I think we could go like super deep.
You know what? I think we need to make. I think because what you're doing right now, Bobby, you're opening up a lot of conversations with this parenting topic. I think what we should do, maybe we should set one episode aside to break down all the things that we've discussed previously, and then highlight the ones that's very important. Because you're right. Like, think about it. Like, they're still in high school when they're able to drive, right? You know what I'm saying? They still and giving somebody access to another level of freedom while they're still in the educational period. that could be a super helpful thing or a super hurtful thing.
Yeah, it sure can.
Yeah, and I believe that we have our audience can benefit from that, from us talking more about that. I think we should go ahead and we should plan for that probably coming up, maybe around back to school.
Yeah, because that it's a good topic, and we running out of time, and I definitely don't want to short. I definitely want to revisit this one because there's a lot.
Yeah,
there's so many different ways to attack that.
Yeah,
I'm thinking
from buying a vehicle, buying warranty, knowing how to look for a car, knowing how to be able to get them to get. I mean, it's a lot, you know. Instead of like if you want to pay for car from a cash from a dealer, or if you want to go through your banking establishment that you already have. There's so many ways.
There's so many different things. We're gonna need to rededicate some more time.
These are good. These are good teaching topics. I think for the last like just my last opinion on the subject was I remind my daughter, I know you think it's great to just get behind the wheel, but you have to remember this car is like a bullet. If you're not paying attention and you're going at a high rate of speed, you will kill yourself or somebody else. And she's like, don't tell me that. Like, I'm like, no, that's the absolute reality of the situation. I'm going to break it down to you. I was like, I ain't trying to scare you, but that's the reality of it. You don't pay attention, you will kill yourself or somebody else. This is what it is.
I will redirect that and just say, I'm trying to scare you. Yeah. And this is why. This is why that fear is good. When and I'm gonna share a story to help in this topic. When I was learning how to be an electrician, when I first came in the Air Force, they had to teach us how to climb electrical poles, right? And I remember telling the instructor, man, I'm scared. And he was like, that's good. Because that fear that you're feeling will make you respect the process.
Exactly.
You will be okay and you will respect it. You won't get cocky, so you won't fall off that pole.
Yeah.
So they need that fear, right? So that way they make sure they are checking their blind spot. They make sure they are turning their signal on. You know what I mean? Like fear is okay because it will make you respect the process. Man.
It will make you take your time.
Yes. So I'm like, yes, put that. Yes, I'm trying to scare you. Yes. For real.
Yeah.
Because we need more of that, man. And just one last thought about that, Dr. Poole.
I guess just to bring it to a close, kids are not smart, so the best way to make them smart is to prepare them the best way you can. And I like all of your guys' ideas and thoughts on how to try and prepare our kids and whatnot for the responsibilities of driving. I like the fact that you're going to take the time to try and teach kids how to look for deals and all that good stuff, because I could have used that advice, instead of learning the lessons the hard way about saving and financing and loans and all that crap. It's difficult buying a car, but at the same time, not all kids are smart enough to pick up stuff. So, I mean, if you could just teach kids the general safety of being behind the wheel, I think that's the most important thing for a minor to learn. They don't have credit yet, so they don't need to really focus on establishing credit, at the age of 16, I think. But knowing to buckle your seatbelt and the speed traffic laws and all that stuff is super important for anyone, especially minors. So that would be my first goal, would be to just wise them up, let them drive in a parking lot, let them drive in an empty parking lot somewhere and get some practice. Take them out to maybe the desert or something, let them drive around in the dirt and let them get practice. That's why I was such a good driver, was because my granddaddy let me drive at a young age. And so I kind of knew what it was like to drive when I became a teenager and an adult, so that's the best experience, is to just, let them drive around the parking lot and see how they do.
I'm with
and
it.
Go from there.
I like that. Hey man, hey, that was a great 2-part parenting topic, because we're gonna revisit that second part, because you gave us something with some gold that we need to dedicate more time, Bobby. So thank you for that. Yeah. That's what's up, man. So now another great episode. I tell you what, this was pretty cool being able to do it in person in
IRL, right?
In real life, baby. Real life. So next time, we gotta try to put something together, man, where all 4 of us is in the same spot at the same time. But
I'm down.
that's good. Say what, Bobby?
I said I'm down.
We gotta do it. We gotta do it. Well, yeah, man. Hey, it's that time of the night, man.
Yeah.
Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. Thank you for joining us, man. We about to sign out, starting with the lady of the show. You know what I mean, Bobby? Let them know what you can help folks out with out there in the Bexar County and surrounding areas.
If you live in San Antonio or any of the surrounding counties or areas near San Antonio, as you know from the media, we've had torrential amounts of flooding and rain happening. And so my business deals primarily, the focus is on water damage. If you've got water damage, even if it ain't coming from the rain, if you got leaky pipes and you've got a busted water heater, a dishwasher, whatever that looks like, give me a call, DM me. Let's help get an inspection done at your house and make sure that if you do have water damage, that it gets taken care of quickly, because it takes less than 48 hours for mold to start to build up. That could potentially make your home unlivable. So let's not get to that point. Give me a call and we'll hook you up.
Boom, there we go. Dr. Poole, let the folks know what they can get from you out here in Los Angeles and the surrounding area, sir.
You're going to get some pool service and some spa services. We're going to do fountain work. We're going to do filter cleanings. And you can get prices and quotes on all these things by reaching out through DM on Facebook or Instagram at D_R_pool. I also have a new email address that you can send any questions or comments to. It's D.R.Pool&Spa-Service at gmail.com. And we can get some questions answered and get you some quotes on some stuff.
Boom. Hey, man, the main man with the game plan. Let these folks know what you can help them out with, sir.
So guess what? If you want to have a setup like this where you can be with your peoples online and in real life, hit your main man with the game plan of Corey Giovanni. The info will be in the description of this episode. That's all I got to say.
Boom, boom. And then, I go by, I'm on Instagram. You can find me at tech_Vaughn_go, because, tech isn't everything we do. Me, I use tech to help people have a good time, have a good place to stay when they come to San Antonio. So if you come to San Antonio, I do have a vacation rental. Hit me up, man. I'll hook you up. I can send you a discount code. I'm actually getting the foundation fixed right now. So you're going to come to a level floor. It's an old Karen Bean foundation. We getting that fixed up so you can play roll the ball with your kids if you got kids, and the ball just won't roll downhill.
It won't just go there. It'll go straight.
It'll go straight. But hit me up, bro. I think we'll out, man. But other than that, hey, thanks again everyone that joins us tonight for the what you call it,
IRL in real life episode.
Man. Y'all have
IRL.
a good rest of y'all week, man. We love y'all.
Peace.
Like and subscribe, y'all.
Yeah. Good point. Click that like button. Click that subscribe button. We love you.
Peace. Boom. Let's see. Go in the stream.